Brother Ascari.
I kind of want to back up what Queen Nandi was saying. Like, one of the major topics about this is why even like amongst the conscious community, nobody can really speak in depth about it because the media is hidden this thing, and it's almost like blatant when you watch the news. It's like, oh yeah, this is radiation. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? But I personally believe that it's not just a coincidence, just like the earthquakes in Haiti, a lot of the environmental issues that are happening or travesties that are happening. I believe that it's a systematic biological military attack. I believe the government is coordinating this. I believe the government's had a lot of the specific geographical areas in mind. And we're going to continue to see things like this, so it's important that we start watching media or propaganda outside of just Americans. Propaganda, I would suggest watching news from countries that have hostilities with America, which you can get on cable, like RTD. Russia doesn't necessarily have blatant, open hostilities with America, but they're not necessarily allies with America either. So I suggest watching like the Russian news. I believe on Comcast they have the Vietnamese news as well. So, that's one aspect of it. As far as like it affecting the hood, I would say, ultimately, one thing about us being within the belly of the beast is we know that things, they go extra out of their way to contain things, whereas in Japan right now, the state isn't necessarily trying to contain the situation. They're just letting it run rampant. They try to contain and keep the ecological attacks within specific areas in America. So really, if we want to counteract these things in the ghetto, we have an opportunity to. It's just up to us to start, taking our head out of our ass, like the sister said. Like in Richmond, we know that issue, the refineries have existed, and the issue of pollution existed in Richmond for years, but the issue is, it's like, how can we heighten that contradiction if the people themselves are being bought out? And that's usually what happens. People are being bought out with these checks. When you're poor, you know what I mean, that $2,000 or however many dollar check looks like a whole much more appealing to you to address your immediate issues than raising the political contradiction of the conditions you live in. So it's up to us to start hitting these places, hipping people up, awareing people. I would suggest like a small stage towards doing that is doing community cleanups, which you gain a lot of support from the elders in the community. Of course, we know the community is going to be fucked up as soon as we clean it up again, but we can use this as an opportunity to heighten the contradiction. Just one last thing, it's kind of like a Watch a Pig program. A Watch a Pig program wasn't necessarily meant to just eliminate police brutality, but to modify individual pig behavior. But the main function of it is an educational process for bystanders, to teach them through observation and participation. You know what I mean? It shows the people that the police can be confronted. It shows the people and teaches the people their rights, so to speak. You know what I mean? Which is just one small step into arming the people. You know what I mean? So I believe like a community cleanup will be one small step to arming the people.
Okay.